Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel where we basically pick some interesting cryptocurrencies to look at and to see if there are any interesting trade opportunities. So this time actually we're looking at a Chainlink, so LINKUSDT. So it is now 9:43 UTC, so let's dive right in to see if there's anything interesting going on in this in Chainlink itself. So as usual, let's start with the longest time frame, so one on a daily chart. So this is the daily chart. Let's see. Okay, so right off the bat, the most recent times you can see that we're getting higher lows. We're getting higher lows. So you can see that during this period of we call the huge depression, this is the period where there's a major correction in the entire market, right? Lots of people got hurt here, I believe. So market seems to be recovering from the lowest point. Perhaps let's take a look at something a bit more recent. So even then, on a more recent scale, you can see that we're still getting higher lows, as well as like lower highs over here to a point of convergence right here. So we're expecting around the 15th of June or so. Okay. So obviously the market has been ranging within this range itself and seems to be on a bullish trend. Next, yep, seems to be the start of a bullish trend. Okay, is there anything else that we can glean from this? Yeah, you can see it does kind of coincide, right, with past ranging prices. You can see that it coincides with the ranging prices from February to April before it went up. So I think we're going to expect something like this also. It's possibly the decision time, right, would be probably in the 15th of June, where the market would decide whether if the coin is more valuable or less valuable. Okay. Okay, so as traders, is there any opportunity to go in? Okay, so let's go to a shorter time frame. Let's say the 1 hour. As you can see, it's ranging on lower scale on the lower side of the wedge. So it's quite likely it's going to range around here quite a bit before it runs out of space and it hits up this way. Yeah, so you can see actually as well, initially it was going along a nice channel this way before it ran out of space and it broke out as well. So it's quite likely it will range a bit, because you can see that there is a bit of a pattern of a ranging pattern around this coin itself. It's not very fond of like huge changes, if that makes sense. So if you look at this, right, what I mean by this, see, it will range, it will have a big movement and will range for a bit. Same here, it will have a big movement, range for a bit. And over here as well, a big movement, range for a bit. Here a big movement, range for a bit. Likewise for here. And likewise for here, you can see the price has been pretty stagnant here. So many examples of big movements and then ranging. Yeah, so just probably enough examples for now. So it's quite likely it will bounce around this price range. So as a trader, right, as a short-term intraday trader, this might be something interesting to look at, because you can also see that there is a channel forming here, actually. See? Higher highs, right? Together with another wedge. See, something like that, you can see. So now, the typical pattern, right, is if it enters a channel like this, downwards, it should probably exit the channel downwards. So kind of expecting the price to bounce around here. So for a short-term intraday trader, you might want to look at, might want to not enter right now. Wait for a more ideal price, possibly around here, to head in and nick a quick 5%. Yeah, a 5% also. It's a steal, I think, for perhaps a couple hours work, a day's work, maybe. Couple hours work, I would imagine. For a quick 5%, I think it's pretty reasonable. But wait for the price to hit $27, 27.0467. That would be interesting. And then of course you set a take profit at 28.44 or 28.445 with a stop loss at 26.6875. So that's a interesting position to take for intraday traders. What about for long-term traders? I think it will be a similar position. I'd say a similar position, but perhaps you could set a longer stop loss. Okay, why? Because we're looking at a bigger range of fluctuation here. So something like if you were to enter here, you could set the take profit at the channel limit. So we're looking at 7% with a 6%. Yeah, 6%. So for long term, it doesn't look like a good deal actually, because we're looking at 1.47 risk reward ratio over 1.5 risk reward. What's the point? I mean, to me, there is no point in this trade. Why? Because it's a short-term trade. If you go back to the small chart, so for this versus this, let's take a look, right? You take a bit more risk, alright, quite a bit more risk. No wait, okay, sorry, the math is wrong. So you enter at about the same, you wait for about the same Q. So take profit here, so stop loss around here. Take profit around here. Well, we're looking at a risk reward of 3. So for risk reward of 3 is pretty decent, actually. Just be wary because of setting the take profit properly, the stop loss properly, which is we're looking at a stop loss of 26.0972 versus a take profit of 29.9724 over here. So why this take profit? Why this take profit point? Because previously this is the nearest low. Right, and it's already crossed the channel. You don't want it to cross too much, because once it crosses too much, it will tumble all the way down. It's possible that it will tumble all the way down here to this zone actually, and you don't want that. Right, on the plus side, you can expect the upside to be about here. Theoretically, if you want to be a bit more aggressive, you can go all the way up to like 14% take profit, 12% take profit, but I prefer to be a bit more conservative, about 10%. That's pretty nice already. There's no need to be too greedy. 10% for a couple hours work seems pretty decent, doesn't it? So yeah, this has been a really quick analysis for Chainlink. Chainlink's a pretty popular coin actually. It's been heavily touted in the media for some strong potential. Even my crypto millionaire friends like Davis, he's pretty into this. Yeah, as you can see, it's still going up. I'm just checking through to make sure I didn't miss anything. And yeah, as you can see, it's still going towards the channel nicely. So, yeah. So this has been a quick analysis. I think that's pretty much I don't miss out anything. And hopefully you found this analysis useful. If you did, do consider liking and subscribing. Of course, all trades carry risks, so do your own homework and trade safely. Don't over leverage. Thank you. Till next time, take care, stay safe.